Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Rolling with a Rock. It is Thursday, the 1st of July, and we are joined by a very special guest tonight. Just like last week, we are joined by Atticus. Atticus, hello and good evening, my friend.
Hello. Good to be here. How are we doing this evening?
I am doing wonderful. How are you, sir?
I am wonderful as well.
Hello to Legends. Hello to Dr. Nate. Legend says, Team Green Ranger power. Do not let the overlay fool you. Team Green Ranger tonight is Atticus, and I am Rito Revolto, the skeleton guy there. I had a little bit of a... I misinformed our good friend Meeple Conrad. I completely own that. So I am Rito Revolto. Atticus is the Green Ranger. And we are going head-to-head in the Power Rangers deck building game from Renegade Game Studios. Dr. Nate says, who's playing the best Ranger? The Blue Ranger. Well, nobody is playing the Blue Ranger. However, depending on how the grid deck has been shuffled, the Green Ranger may show up. Dr. Nate says, Season 3 represent. If I 100% am all for that statement, Atticus knows that Season 3, specifically the Ninja Zords and everything to do with Ninjetti, is like my favorite thing from Power Rangers. I was actually browsing the Facebook Marketplace this afternoon as I was eating dinner, and I found a I have to remember how they exactly call it. The Ninja Mega Falcon Zord. No, Ninja Falcon Megazord? It's Ninja Mega Falcon Zord. They put Falcon in between Megazord for some reason. That's what. Yeah,
I think that's right.
Yeah, the Ninja
right.
Mega Falcon Zord. I found that like the full size version for $100 on the Facebook Marketplace, and oh boy, am I tempted!
Not a bad deal.
I am tempted to get that. I saw a pretty good deal on a Dragon Dagger. It's in the box, and the box has water damage. So it was like $100 for that, but $100 for a Dragon Dagger in the box, even though the box has water damage, seemed pretty good. I just don't know how much damage is that water damage, and did it actually damage the dagger is the problem. Because obviously I don't want to buy a dagger that doesn't work. And then I also saw a Falcon Zord by itself in like Upper Michigan. But they won't ship. They will only pick up, and it's like a 3.5 hour drive for me to go get that thing. And it's like $25 for like the full size Falcon Zord. And I'm like, whoo, that's really worth it. But that's a long ass drive back and forth to go get that thing.
That's true.
But yes, I love the Ninja Zords. I love the Falcon Zord. Falcon Zord is probably my favorite Zord of Power Rangers. Even more so than the Dragon Sword, and I love the Dragon Sword a lot. I love the Falcon Sword, and I just think it's really, really cool. Eclectic Camel, hey Eclectic Camel, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing good tonight. Atticus,
hey, Eclectic Camel,
what is your favorite sword from
Knight?
all the Power Rangers?
I go back and forth, but I think if I really am honest with myself, it's the Dragon Zord.
Yeah,
it's got to be the Dragon Zord.
What else do you even consider in the?
I like I think some of the newer Zords are kind of cool. Like that, some of the Dino Charge Zords are pretty neat. Like I just like I like the dinosaur theme.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of fun. And I also like the Tiger Zord, the actual Tiger Zord itself. But I still prefer Green Ranger over White Ranger if I had to pick one.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely prefer green over white. I liked the duality of the Green Ranger versus the like pureness of the White Ranger. I think the most. Yeah. I'm very much I want my characters to have like internal conflict, and I we definitely got that from Green Ranger Tommy Oliver, and I don't ever feel I don't feel like we got that nearly as much, if at all, from White Ranger Tommy Oliver.
Yeah, by that point, Tommy Oliver was just like, he could do no wrong. He was perfect in every way.
That's when they started to really, that's when the legend of Tommy Oliver became, like, the legendary Ranger Tommy Oliver That's when that started to take place. Whereas with Green Rangers, like even throughout the run of Green Ranger, you know, the other Rangers weren't even sure if they could actually trust. I mean, how long did it take Jason to fully trust Tommy as a member of the team, right?
Right.
So that was.
I mean, yeah.
It took a while.
It took a little bit.
It took
a
a while. I mean, some of the other, obviously, Kimberly came around earliest of the Rangers.
Yeah.
And most of the other ones came along, but it took Tommy and Jason, you know, and you know they took a little bit of time to really get on the same page. But Jason always believed that Tommy could be good. I think because you know Jason was the one who really, I think, well, Jason released Tommy from Rita's spell, but I think he was never really. I think he always believed Tommy could be good, but he also wasn't always sure if he wanted to be good. I think you know what I mean. If that that's kind of what I got from the acting and from the show. But yeah, we are going to be playing part 2 of Power Rangers deck building game. I always want to say Heroes of the Grid. I wish they would have gave it a name other than the deck building game.
Like, yeah, it's straightforward. It tells you what it is.
It does. Yeah. It does. I wish it was something else. You know, like I don't know what, but I don't know what. Obviously, I don't have a better name. So I guess you know the deck building game works. I don't know. But Dr. Nate says the 2 actors, Jason's and Tommy's, Jason David Frank and I always forget the Red Rangers.
Austin St. John.
Yes, thank you. I'm like, I know it's another 3-name thing. Yeah, Austin St. John and Jason David Frank classed a lot doing production. Yeah, go ahead, Atticus.
I could see they're both young, fit, you know, males who were in martial arts for their whole lives, and they're both trying to be kind of the star. So I could see that maybe.
Yeah, and I think I remember that. I mean, from what I remember, and obviously I don't remember everything or the stories behind it, and this could be slightly inaccurate. I think it was more Tommy at the beginning, and then he eventually like came around to like being more, you know, like now he's super. I think that from what I hear, he's super cool with like fans and other actors and stuff like that. But I think back then he was a little bit more abrasive. But I mean, but then again, that kind of personality. I mean, you know, the actors sometimes get too well into their roles, and that's what you would expect from a Tommy Oliver, especially you know, first season Green Ranger Tommy Oliver. He was kind of a dick,
and also to the point. I think at that point I don't know if he had many acting jobs before that, but he went from like unknown maybe to being like super idol of like every kid in the world. Oh yeah. So it's like that's got to boost your ego in some ways. I mean, I think or at least change.
It's hard to say most, but many people grew up as the Green Ranger being their favorite Power Ranger. Like, I'm sure every color had their fans. You know, obviously.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
If you had a way of gathering the data, I would bet my bottom dollar that the most popular Power Ranger of the original 6 Power Rangers was the Green Ranger.
but that's true. But that's the awesome thing about Power Rangers is you can identify. There's so many people you can identify in the whole series, especially now since it's been running for so many years.
Yes.
There's somebody that somebody can relate to, so it's really cool. I like that a lot.
Oh, eclectic Kev. Oh goodness gracious! You're not wrong, Eclectic Camel. You're not wrong. Growing up, I pretty sure that Kimberly was definitely one of my earliest crushes. Like, as a kid, you're like, yeah, I could definitely see that. But yeah, I think we should just go ahead. You know, we've talked a little bit of Power Rangers. Both Atticus and I are huge Power Ranger fans. Atticus obviously has a lot more Power Ranger stuff than I do, and I'm gonna hopefully one day I'll be able to, when I'm done paying off all this equipment and everything, I'll be able to actually start buying some fun things like Power Ranger stuff. But
I forgot. I gotta get my Dragon Dagger.
Oh no.
I gotta go grab it.
You can't be the Green Ranger without the Dragon Dagger.
Yeah, I'll get it when you start your turn.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump right into this. So, my understanding, the villains always start the game. And Dr. Nate says, I met Aisha at random during a game of Gloomhaven. Wait, what?
That's crazy. How did that work out? I'd like to hear that story.
Please elaborate, because that's awesome. How do we play? Okay, so Dr. Nate, real quick. We both have a character. I am Rito Revolto. He is the brother of Rita Repulsa, and the one who destroys the Thunderzords, right?
Rito does, yes.
Yeah, Rito destroys the Thunderzords, and forces them to get their Ninjetti powers. Tommy
and he destroys the command center too.
Right, yes, true. He destroys the command center. He's a pretty serious villain. Though when you hear him talk, he doesn't sound serious at all. Atticus is playing Tommy Oliver, the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger, and wait, hold on a second. Oh yeah. What am I doing? Yeah, he's playing. Atticus is playing Mighty Morphin Green, and so what we do is we have a hand of 5 cards. Our starting cards are the same basically, except for the names and the art. But what they do is the same. And you have 2 resources. You have these shards.
Which... hold your cards down slightly.
Oh, sorry about that.
You're covered.
Yep, thank you. You have these shards here, which help you to buy cards in the grid, as well as battle adversaries in the grid. So I will be battling the heroes, and Atticus will be battling the villains. And then you also have energy, which is this logo right here. You can store energy, you cannot store shards on your little dial here, and then you use that energy to activate attacks and other abilities, like Rito Revolto on his empowered side. He has an attack that costs him 5 energy. You deal 1 damage for each card with cost 2 or 3 you control. But you take cards matching the color of the 4 sides of your card. You put them on your character here, and if you have all 4 card slots filled up, then you're able to flip it over into your either empowered side, which is like the giant side for the monster or for the villains, or the ranger side for the heroes. Rito wants to have an equipment up top, a villain on the left, a maneuver on the right, and either his skeleton sword or his master card, which kind of acts like the villain's Zord cards, on the bottom for him. For Tommy needs to have, well, I'll let Atticus tell you that because I don't actually know. I can't tell the difference in the colors.
All right. Also, so someone mentioned Ivan Ooze, or Eclectic Camo mentioned Ivan Ooze.
No, Ivan Ooze.
That's the non-canon movie that came out, back in the 90s, I think.
We don't talk about the movie. What movie?
It was erased after season 3, so.
I only remember the Turbo movie.
Yeah, that's an official movie. That does count. All right, so Tommy Oliver here. He's got equipment on both sides that I'm trying to attach. He's got a maneuver he wants to attach, and then it's kind of a wild slot for his weapon or his dragon dagger, basically. And his power is that when you play an equipment, reveal the top card of your deck, discard it, or leave it. So it just gives you a little bit of
that's nice.
It gives you some information on what you have. When you are empowered as the Mighty Morphin Green, anytime you get your morph and you flip over, you gain your Zord, which will go to your Zord Bay over here. So I'll just attach Zords to the Zord Bay. And I want to attach as many Zords as possible to my Zord Bay.
Wait, you get your Zord when you morph?
Yeah. It says on the card, it says when all 4 slots are filled, attach your Zord to the Zord Bay and flip this card.
Did I do that?
I thought you did.
I had Tiger Zord, but I thought I bought him.
I don't know.
I'm like, to go back wait a minute, I don't remember that rule. Maybe I did. I don't remember. Anyway, sorry.
Yes, you get that, and then as an empowered ranger, all the cards that are around the character get cheaper to activate because the only cards you really can use in the game are surrounding your character, as far as you're activating their abilities and things like that. And Tommy has an ability where he's looking for equipment attached to him, where you deal 3 damage for each equipment attached to your character. So I can have up to 2 attached, potentially 3 actually,
Damn.
because this top slot is wild,
Oh,
and
that's
I
a
could
wild
put an
slot?
equipment on there. Well, the orange slots are wild.
Oh, I thought that was yellow. That's orange. Because
Or I'm sorry.
that's a
I'm sorry. It is yellow. So the
that's a
colors are
different
tough.
orange than mine.
You're right. You're right. You're right. It is yellow. So I could not. I could not. My mistake.
I was like,
I'm looking at the colors are not ideal for that.
no, they
I
really.
got the
So
orange and yellows mixed
that's
up.
one thing we were kind of talking about off stream prior to when we were getting set up, is these cards really need to have some sort of marking on them to show what can go where, because if you're colorblind like I am, it's damn near impossible to tell what these colors are supposed to be.
And I don't really have major color issues, but definitely I get the colors mixed up for sure just because it's a little confusing. But
Dr. Nate says,
I can totally see the
do
problem.
you each buy from the same row, or does Good and Evil get their own row of cards, Bob? We have the same grid. We have the same grid. Same 6 cards face up. When I cannot buy hero cards and Atticus cannot buy villain cards. However, to remove them from the grid, at the very bottom, they have a cost as well. And if you can match that cost, you can fight them basically, defeat them, and then get the bonus of whatever is at the bottom. So if I'm able to defeat the Red Ranger, I would destroy one card that I control. And that costs me 5 energy to do so. It also costs Atticus 5 energy to buy the Red Ranger. For the Z Putty Patroller, it costs me 4 to buy him, but for Atticus, it only costs Atticus 3 to destroy it, and then Atticus would get to destroy one card they control. So, kind of the same abilities out there for that, though Red Ranger's actual ability for Atticus is probably a lot better than Z Putty Patroller's actual ability, but, you know.
Mhm.
Anyway, do you think we got anything else we got to do, or are we ready to go?
I think we're good to go. I think so.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and do this. All right. I have Putty Clay and 2 Mayhems, so I go up 3 energy right off the bat. Nice little start to that. 2 Mayhems does 2 shards. And then I've got a rebuild and a disposable. The disposable doesn't really do anything for me because I'm not going to be able to battle Jason, obviously. And that's only this turn. And then rebuild, it's heal 1. Can you go over 30 or is 30 the max?
No, 30 is your max health.
Okay,
yeah.
so rebuild won't do anything for me either. That's awesome. Great start to that.
Yeah.
I have 2 energy. I cannot buy the Z Putty Patroller. The only thing I can even buy from the grid is the Disarm. Or there's always the Blade Blaster right here. This Blade Blaster is always worth 2, and you can buy one of those on the side. Dr. Nate
Blade
says...
Blasters are pretty cool because they get you damage potentially, and you can just burn them out of your deck to get rid of them once they're done.
Yes, and as Atticus just said, we both really like Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid. One thing I was going to talk... This is something that I want to keep doing with Atticus, is playing Power Rangers games. Playing more Deck Builder, playing more Heroes of the Grid. Atticus just got the Battle for the Grid video game, and so I think we're going to be like that sometime. Like, you're going to see a lot more Power Rangers content on our streams, and I'll definitely, if Atticus wants, return the favor and appear on his stream whenever he would like, because I love playing Power Rangers. I love playing Power Rangers with somebody who is as passionate about Power Rangers as I am. So, and then I get to play these games that, like, my circle of people aren't really into Power Rangers, so I'm not going to get these cards to, like, my table with my group usually. So that's kind of nice. I am going to buy this Disarm card, I think, for 2.
All right.
I cannot... Yeah, no, I do have a maneuver slot, so I can add that to my character. It only costs me 2. I think that is what I want to do. So all that, that card that I buy and everything in my hand goes to my discard pile over here, and then I will draw 5 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before we flip a card out, we check the grid to see if there are any adversaries for yourself. So for me, to see if there are any yellow heroes, and in this case, Jason the Red Ranger is there, and in that case, I take 1 damage. There wasn't anything that I could possibly do about that, so it is what it is. And then we flip a new card in the market, and it is another Z Putty Patroller.
Another. Ah, jeez. Those are pretty good.
Are they? I didn't actually even read that ability.
Well, you only have they do some damage. There's a lot of cards. I've noticed there's not a ton of cards that are able to just do direct damage like that.
Yeah. Deal 3 damage. If negated, heal 2 if you have 10 or fewer HP.
Yeah, so it's pretty decent. And
Okay.
they give you a good amount of energy and shards there. All right, so I started my turn. So typically there's just some upkeep stuff, but I don't have anything really to do as far as upkeep. So it looks like I got 4 teamwork, so that's just $4 or 4 shards to use. Attitude doesn't really do anything unless I battle, which actually I could battle.
You could. You only need 3 shards to battle a Z Putty Patroller. I needed 5
so that would destroy,
to take on Jason.
It would let me destroy a card I control. I don't know if I really want to do that because it's kind of early for going for that. I could buy the command center, which is when you buy locations, they just go straight into play. It says if you control 2 different starters, gain 1 shard. If you control 3 different starters, gain 2 shards.
That's amazing for the beginning of the game.
So I think I will go ahead and just buy the command center,
okay,
and it goes right into play. It kind of stays out pretty much all the time unless there's an effect that discards it. And I can't use my attitude, and that's my turn then.
All right. So so you will take 2 damage.
I take 2
from the Z Putty Patrollers.
Yep.
You apparently missed the giant Z on their chest.
Yeah, I guess so.
And oh my gosh, I did shuffle this. King Sphinx is out.
All right.
So this is the one thing that is kind of interesting about this game, is depending on how the cards come out, can really possibly, it can be favorable to one side, but can also be like, I have a lot of villains out there, but if I can't buy them and Atticus can defeat them, then that's going to be better for Atticus in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Like, it looks like this looks great for me right now because there's 3 villains out here, but if I can't buy any of them or do anything with them, then it's not going to really help me a ton that much.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Atticus does stream. Everybody, please follow Atticus. Atticus, are you an affiliate yet?
No, I'm working on it.
Okay.
I just need 50 followers.
Please go follow Atticus. Get him to 50 followers. Just get this guy to an affiliate status. Please go ahead and do so. And then I saw Dr. Nate was saying you saw that there was an expansion with Alpha 5, Aisha, and Kat. Yes, that is the...
That's the... what was that called?
I can't remember what they called it.
Forever Rangers? Maybe?
Was that the Forever Rangers?
I think it's the Forever Rangers,
yeah,
maybe.
I think you're right. And then
holding out... The Kickstarter just delivered.
Yeah. Dr. Nate says, holding out for Heroes of the Grid until you get Antonio. That's an interesting one. Yeah.
Oh, Antonio is... Oh, so great. I love Antonio.
Yeah. We don't have anybody from... No, we have Lauren. We have Lauren. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because she came in the
I'm a big Samurai fan.
Yes.
As I've told Rock before.
Yes,
we've
had this discussion.
Discussed it at length. But Antonio is one of my favorites from Samurai.
The only big not argument discussion we had over when I ranked all of the Red Rangers. I did that on stream here. I ranked all the Red Rangers, and I happened to put Jaden in the bottom tier, and Atticus took an exception to that.
Yes.
And fair. Like everybody has different likes and dislikes, and we talked about that at length. But yeah. I very much think that, and like I agree. Like Lauren, I wish Lauren would have just been like I get the story what they were going for. I wish Lauren would have just been the Red Ranger outright, and we would have had like a female Red Ranger the whole time.
Yes,
But
I think I agree with that 100%. But I think with what the story they told and the
yeah,
way they told it, I think Jaden needs more credit. But because of the way they wrote the story.
right. Yeah. Yeah. They definitely he has a I don't know, like I could definitely see where Atticus is coming from with Jaden. Just for me personally, he didn't do it for me. So that's why I put him. I actually still have that tier list on my computer here.
Oh, nice.
The only people that I had in the bottom tier were Nick, Jaden, Troy, and the movie version of Jason. The new 2017 movie. Those were the only people I had in the bottom tier. And my top tier Red Rangers were Jason, Andros, and Carter. Those were my top Red Rangers. It's flipped up because I have
You're
it on.
flipped here because of
Yeah.
the way my camera is. My camera's messing it up.
I forgot that was on the same thing. So there we go. We'll put that back there. But yes, those were I did those tier lists, and that was actually a lot of fun. I look forward to doing more tier lists like that. But I think I even when I did that tier list, I think Atticus said that I even brought him around on Jason being top tier, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah. So at first I would put Jason Lee Scott as like maybe B or A,
Right.
but you convinced me.
Yeah.
But I think that's the same way it went with Jaden. Is like I really had to explain in
Right.
detail
Yes, exactly.
some reasons for it, so it bumped him up slightly. So
yeah, I think I had Jaden as like the top of that tier, and possibly, and I could definitely see him moving up. And I actually like the show. Like I like the concepts of Megaforce. Troy was definitely not my favorite Red Ranger by any means. But I like the concept. Some of the other characters were cool. I like the concept of Super Mega Mode with all the different Ranger forms and all that stuff. Like it was cool.
Yeah, Super Mega Force. I think was really cool how they did that.
They could have probably gone through with it a little bit differently to make it work a little bit better. Gosai was very clearly just a different Zordon.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And then the little robot thing was really weird. It's like, how do we have Zordon and Alpha?
Oh, yeah.
How do we have Zordon and Alpha without having Zordon and Alpha?
Yeah. Well, they were selling that nostalgia.
Yeah.
And I think in Super Sentai they must have had a figure that looked like that, and they were like, "Oh, we can try to make it like Zordon."
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Alrighty. I believe it is my turn again, right?
Yes.
Well, I have 5 mayhem right off the bat. So this is the question. This is the question here. I can buy one of my, villain allies. I can buy a Z Putty Patroller or King Sphinx, who costs 5. And King Sphinx, if I attach him to myself, he will negate an attack. I'll draw a card, and the attacker gains a stun. Holy hell, that's really good. Now you have to have 5 energy to play that, though.
Yeah, but also he gives you 3 shards and 4 energy, which is not
right.
A bad
I could just
thing
cycle
either.
him through for a while. I don't have to actually attach him.
Yeah.
Or I can take out Jason.
True.
And Jason is a problem if you acquire him, because for just 4 energy, he deals 3 damage plus 1 damage for each hero in your discard pile. So as you acquire more heroes and start to get those out, he does even more damage. And if you already have Jason, that tells you to focus even more on getting more heroes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the dilemma here.
Yeah. So do you slow down your engine, or do you
Right.
slow down my engine?
Exactly. And like right now, you only have 1 target. I have 3 that I might want to buy. That I could want to buy. Electric Camel. Wait, there's more than 1 Red Ranger? Yeah, there's more than 1 just Mighty Morphin Power Red Ranger.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't forget about Rocky. Don't forget about Rocky. He wasn't the best. Everybody knows he wasn't the best Red Ranger, but I think I had him in C tier. I know this is gonna be.
He has some big shoes to fill.
Where did I put Rocky? Yeah, I put Rocky in the C tier. I put a lot of people in the C tier, though. That was definitely the biggest tier I had. Yeah, I had Rocky in the C tier. Though the funny thing is, I did put Psycho Red ahead of Rocky.
Wow, that's harsh.
I had Psycho Red ahead of a lot of people. But anyway, getting back to the game, there's only one Red Ranger, Lauren. Ooh, no, I don't know about that. Like I said, I put Lauren. I think Lauren was in the B tier for me, and I had an A tier and then an S tier, and I had Jason, Carter, and Andros. And honestly, like Jason, like Andros's Red Ranger leadership is very different from Jason or Carter's.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you had to say like a one word attribute for a Red Ranger, I think it's leadership, and I don't think there's a Red Ranger that probably embodies leadership more than Carter. Like that's just he was a real life hero before being a Power Ranger. He was a damn firefighter. Like that was his that's what he did.
Yeah, right.
So like if anybody was meant to be a red Power Ranger, like I mean I could see that's the one thing that I really liked about Lightspeed. They like scouted these people and recruited them specifically for their skill sets.
Yeah.
And nothing made more sense than Carter as the Red Ranger. But I think I will allow Atticus the opportunity of buying the Red Ranger, even though it may come back to bite me in the ass. And I'm going to buy King Sphinx. I have 5 energy right now, so it makes more sense to buy King Sphinx than to buy the Z Putties. I still have 2 Putty Patrollers out there to possibly do damage to Atticus, though of course I will take a damage here from Jason staying on the field. So that's another reason that I would possibly, if I took out Red Ranger here, I would have 3 villains on the field that could possibly be doing damage to Atticus, and then he wouldn't be able to get the Red Ranger. So that was probably the better play here. But I am doing I'm doing what I think is the more friendly move here, possibly. So I am going to take 1 damage from Jason, and that'll be the end of my turn. And our new card in the grid is a parry. It is a 3-cost maneuver that has a block.
All right. See if I can find that.
Dr. Nate, the one word descriptor of Red Power Rangers would be red.
You're not wrong.
Well done, well done.
All right, parry.
Looks like a...
All right, so I have some Teamworks, 3 Teamworks, a Power Coin, and a Recovery, which I actually can use the Recovery for 1 health.
Yeah.
And I have, if I control 2 different starters, gain a shard. If I control 3, I gain 2 shards. So I have 2 shards from the command center. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go for buying Red Ranger. So Red Ranger is purchased. I gain 3 energy for my Power Coin.
Nice.
And I take 2 damage from the 2 Z Putties out there.
Yep. So you didn't buy anything from the grid?
I bought Red Ranger.
Oh, you bought Red Ranger. Oh, you had that much energy?
So I had 2 energy from the command center plus 3 in my hand.
Oh, damn, the commands. Oh, that command I should have took out there. I forgot how easily it's going to be for you to buy these cards.
Because I had the 3 different starters, so it gave me the extra 2 shards.
That's
Normally it's just
fine.
1 shard if you have 2 shards, 2 starter cards.
Yeah. Okay. The next card for the grid is the Power Morpher.
Oh, okay.
4-cost equipment card. Attach a card in your discard pile to a matching empty slot on your character. Well, that's freaking awesome.
And it gives you a ton of energy, doesn't it?
Yes, 7 energy. Rito gets his hands on the Power Morpher somehow.
That is, I still think that's funny. It's
Yeah.
weird, kind of weird thematically.
It really is. It really is. But it would be really odd to have like what would you do with an equipment card that only the villains or the heroes can use?
Yeah.
How would you? I guess you'd have to do the same thing about like destroying it on the bottom, but
Like for Perry, for example, they did a good job with that because it's got both sides on it. Like the art on Perry has Red Ranger and Goldar, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
But I guess you could steal a.
But even like its morphin time doesn't really.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, who knows? Anyway, into my turn. I have a Putty Clay for 3 energy. Up to 6. I have a Rebuild to heal 1 damage. To 29. And I have a Mayhem, and a Disarm. As much as I want to... that Parry's not a bad card. Get an attack, draw 1 card, and discard. As much as I want to use this for its shards, I think I have to play the Disarm on to Rito at this point, because this specifically makes you discard a starter, and like you're getting extra points.
A pain in the butt.
You're getting extra points from starter cards, so I think I have to do that.
That's what I used on you for a while, and it really slows you down.
It really did. So that leaves me with 2 shards. I cannot do anything from the grid, so I will be buying a Blade Blaster, and then I have to use 2 energy for my attack. Oh, actually, I have a couple. Hold on a second. Before I buy the Blade Blaster, my apologies. And before I attack, when I attach a card with a cost 2 or 3, I didn't even realize that I was doing this.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Draw a card. So I draw. Ooh,
nice.
I draw King Sphinx. Ooh, that might change things. I think I want to just use. I think I want to use that for the shards and the energy for this turn.
Yeah, I mean, you know that I don't have anything equipped yet, so the only thing I have is Red Ranger, so you'd probably be safe for now.
Yeah, exactly. And even if you draw a Red Ranger, you're doing 3 damage, but you don't have any other heroes yet, so.
Right. Yeah.
So the question is, I have 5 energy. I mean, for Power Morpher, just for its energy alone is amazing. Or not the power, Power Morpher or freaking its morphing time, or both. I think its morphing time has a better equipment, Power Morpher has a better ability, possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know, like paying 6 energy to just gain a card.
That's pretty good.
Is pretty awesome if you have cards that give you energy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, do I want the Putty Patroller, or do I want Power Morpher? Touch a card in your... Like, the Power Morpher is good early on. I guess you can discard it then and then start using it for its energy. Deal 3 damage if you heal 2. Let us... Well, we buy the Putty first. And then we might still have our choice of the others. Okay, so I am buying the Putty Patroller. I have to give myself 4 energy for using what's his face. And then I am going into using my Disarm. I paid the energy for that. Target foe reveals their hand and discards a starter.
Alright, so I've got a 4 teamworks and an attitude, so I'm discarding the attitude.
Makes sense. And then that is the end of my turn. There are no heroes in the grid. I do not take a damage. And our new card is, oh my god, is the pumpkin wrapper.
Oh, I'm gonna get beaten down by these.
I shuffled these like super shuffle. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. It's fine. That's fine. I trust you. It's okay. All right, pumpkin wrapper.
You know, they're gonna all start to come like up heroes, and the tide's just gonna completely turn. And because like if you watched our show last week, where I was the White Ranger
heroes.
and Atticus was Rita, you were off to a huge lead at the beginning, and then the villains stalled out, and White Ranger Tommy Oliver slowly came back and ended up winning. But so it's you know what happens in the early game, you know, can help in the late game, but at the same time, like it was like a tale of two games. It was so interesting how that happened. But yeah.
So I'm gonna buy the Power Morpher
Okay.
with my 4 teamwork, and that's really all I can do.
Yeah, that Power Morpher.
And I take. Yeah, I'm gonna take 2 damage from the putties and the pumpkin wrapper.
Yep.
And I am done.
All right, our new card in the grid is another Morphin time.
Okay.
Put those next to each other. Yeah, I should have probably bought that Power Morpher, but oh well. That's fine. All right, it is my turn. I have 4 Mayhem and 1 Disposable, which is the next time you battle this turn, destroy with the 2 cards you control. I'm not battling. There's no heroes to battle, so that card is basically useless. So I have 4 shards, and I could buy... What's this Industrial District do? When you play an equipment, destroy a card in your hand or discard pile. I do not have any equipment currently. They could get this parry or another Z Putty Patroller. It's like it's this. Now here's the dilemma. Do I buy another villain and remove the villains that are doing damage to you right now, because I'm not doing any damage to you in any way? Do I remove them, or and put them into my hand so I can get their abilities, or do I leave them out there for possibly hurting you?
Yeah, that's the tricky part. Yeah. I don't know.
I could buy 2 Blade Blasters, but or I could buy this parry, which isn't bad. Either way, I guess we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna buy the other Z Putty. So we bought the other Z Putty. Nothing to attach on my character that turn, and our new card in the grid is a Jesus Christ.
Well, just don't buy it yet. Just remember, it's at the end, so you wouldn't take damage from it or anything.
Right. No.
Yeah.
It's a Super Putty Patrol. Jesus Christ. I need to. I don't even know what's happening. I feel so bad right now.
It's all right.
I feel like I have the worst shuffling skills. Ikachi Camel said red equals leadership asterisk if Tommy isn't around. Hey Game Jedi, how's it going?
Hello Game Jedi. Hope you're doing well.
It is Atticus's turn.
All right, so did you make me discard?
Oh, I should have done that. I didn't though, so go ahead.
All right. Okay, I just want to make sure because
I should have done that.
I have 2 plans depending on whether you would do that or not.
Well, I didn't do
know
it,
if you want to
so
spend the energy or not.
I would say I lost my opportunity to do so.
All right. So let's see.
Oh, no worries, Game Jedi.
So I'm getting energy from my power coin, so I'm up to 6.
Nice.
And recovery, we heal 1, so I'm at 26.
Okay.
All right. And I have 3 different starters, so that's 2 energy plus my 2 teamwork, so I've got 4 right now.
Ruminant Moo, How is this
And
game on a scale to boring to enthralling? Entertaining? Like I won't say
sounds
this,
right.
I won't say this game is like the most enthralling ever. But like I'm entertained by this game. Like I have fun playing it.
So I'm buying I'm buying its Morphin Time,
Okay. Yeah.
and I'm buying a Blade Blaster.
Ooh, damn! You hit 7. Whew.
Yeah, so I had Red Ranger was 4
Oh, okay.
plus or actually I had 8.
Whew.
Oh, actually maybe I miscounted.
Do you want the
Actually, so yeah, I have 8.
Do you want
so
the
I'm
parry
probably gonna
instead
buy
of the Playbuster?
Yeah, probably the
Okay.
parry. I miscounted. Yeah, so I'm gonna
God
buy those,
Damn.
and that's all I'm doing right now.
All right, you're gonna take 2 damage from Pumpkin Wrapper and Super Putty Patroller.
Yep.
Ruminant
So
Moo
I'm at
says Deck
24.
Builder check, Power Rangers check. Yeah, Ruminant Moo. It
Yep.
is a heck of a lot of fun, and if you or Conrad have not picked it up yet, I'm sure that the two of you can have a blast with it. And I know Atticus and I are both always interested in playing this more. So if you're ever looking for somebody to play it, if you pick it up, let us know. Atticus, that would be fun if Moo and Conrad had this game, and we did
we could do 2-on-2.
2-on-2. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be fun. Moo, you or Conrad get the game so we could do that.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. Like, I wouldn't say, yeah, like I said, it's not the best game, but it's definitely fun. It's definitely got a lot of fun stuff.
And if you like the Zeo era, Power Rangers Zeo, the rumor mill is that the first expansion for this game is going to be Zeo. So, if you like Zeo and you're looking for more expansions, there you go. All right. Okay, here you go. We got 2 new cards in the grid. One of them is the Blue Ranger, so that is good for you.
Okay.
And the other one is the Heavy Attack, which is a maneuver. 4 cost. All right. Whew. I feel this one is going to go poorly for me. Like, even though we had all those villains at the start, you have an engine, man. You have an engine.
Well, I'm just getting like that command center saved me.
Oh, that command center is powerful right now. And the fact, I mean, I guess I let you have Jason. Oh, Conrad's here. Yay, Conrad. Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that, Conrad. Conrad did order it. It's at Cool Stuff. Once something else delivers or something. I can't remember.
Lost Cities, the Rolling Right.
There you go. My memory sucks. I can't remember what I had for breakfast half the time, let alone that. Did you guess you have a copy coming too then? Yes, and then Moo and Conrad versus Atticus and I, and we can go 2-on-2 in this game, and that would be a lot of fun.
I think the 2-on-2 would really change the dynamic a little bit, because you can kind of share some of your stuff, and people can specialize a little bit.
And that's what I heard really like makes this game. Like the 1-on-1 is fun, but what I heard like really makes this game special is the 2v2.
Yeah, I think so. From what it sounds like, I haven't tried it.
2 more Morphers. There you go. Yeah, you could. Yeah, I mean, be pretty. Yeah, you could definitely do that, Conrad. I know you can definitely make that happen. And like we could. I would love. I'm doing this thing where I'm trying to set up this series right now for Rocket League, where Brandbeard Gaming, Room 51, Marquise Mark, and myself all host a Rocket League stream on our channels over a course of 4 months. We could definitely do something like that on our 4 streams too, where each of us host, an episode of Deck Builder or something. I don't know. It would be fun. I just like doing collaborations because that is fun for me. Anyway, it is my turn, correct?
Yes.
All right. We've got 2 Mayhems, a Rebuild, King Sphinx, and Putty. Whew. Okay. The Rebuild puts me to 30. And holy hell, I got a lot of stuff going on here. Do I want to attach either one of these guys? Probably not yet, because I'm not at full. And I have a couple of villains, so I can definitely get a villain anytime. I really need an equipment card. I really should have bought that power morpher. Damn. Okay, anyway. We need to probably take out Blue Ranger here, just so you don't get more. Though I could also want Pumpkin Wrapper.
No, not Billy.
Pumpkin Wrapper is a really good one for attaching, I feel like. Though, I mean, Putty Patroller is too.
Don't destroy my Blue Ranger.
I let you have the Red Ranger. I don't know if I can let you have the Blue Ranger too.
I know.
He is a block. All right, let's see how many things I have here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, and I'm going to get 7 energy to go with my 8. Gives me 15 energy. Okay. I like playing card games via webcam, so I'm down. Awesome, Moo. Moo destroyed me at the last deck builder we played. Yeah, let us know which one. And yeah, I'd love to stream with the two of you, and Atticus as well, of course. The three of you all. Okay, what do I want to do here?
Nice, Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember you showing that off yesterday, actually,
yeah,
Conrad.
I remember that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I cannot buy Pumpkin Wrapper and take out the Blue Ranger. See, and this is the other thing that's like really kind of tricky, is for all the villains, it's either the same cost or cheaper for the Rangers to KO them. And I think the Rangers are like more expensive to KO than for the Rangers to buy them. Because like Billy only costs 3 for you, and he costs 4 for me. Whereas like Pumpkin Wrapper's 5 for me and only 3 for you.
That's a good point. I did not notice that.
So, but I could buy Heavy Attack and KO the Blue Ranger. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so I'm going to KO Billy. And you gain a stun.
Okay.
And then I'm going to buy Heavy Attack. So Billy just kind of goes into a discard pile. There are cards that allow you to get the cards that are KO'd and put them back into the grid or onto the top of the deck. And there are multiple copies of each Ranger. I think there's 2. There are no heroes in the grid. Oh, good God.
More villains.
The two cards that are popping up are the Portal Bomb. That is a 3-cost equipment card. And Babu. Which is another villain. That's like the only thing saving me right now. The fact that all these villains have been coming out is the only thing saving me right now. Because your engine is superb. You're like always going to have over 5 energy, I feel like.
Well, yeah, but as of right now, I don't really have anything to do with that energy, but I figured it'd be a good investment. So let me just make sure you've got, so the grid is Portal Bomb, Babu, Morphin Time.
Yep. Industrial District.
Industrial District, Pumpkin Wrapper, and Super Putty Patroller.
Yes. And
okay. All right.
I keep forgetting to do my attack, so I didn't do my attack again.
Oh yeah, you take. Oh, and did you take a damage? Or do you need to?
I do not need to take a damage. There's no heroes.
Right. Okay.
But I forgot to attack you again, so oh well.
oh yeah, your disarm thing.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to use that. But
You want to do it?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's no big deal.
I mean, I'm not complaining, but
yeah, I know.
All right. So I've got a. Let's see. Do I want to play that? I think I'll attach this parry.
Okay.
To my character. So that is it's a block that lets me negate an attack, draw a card, and then discard this card.
Okay. Oh, you have a block now.
And I have 3 teamwork, a power coin, and a recovery, so I'll heal 1.
Okay.
That's 3 different cards.
Hello,
3 different types. So I have two shards, 3, 4, 5 shards.
Oh my God.
And 6. And I gained 3 energy from the power coin.
Yep.
So for 5,
You have your pick of the litter.
the question is, do I destroy these villains or do I buy another It's Morphin Time and just like go crazy?
You can go crazy with them. Because, I mean, especially if you attach one and use the other one for the energy gain.
I know. I think I'm gonna have to do it. I think I can buy It's Morphin Time.
If I was in your position, I would.
Yeah.
I didn't
That's
have.
what I'm doing.
I didn't have the opportunity. All right, that's gonna be very scary. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. So so we're good. We're good. That's all I can do right now.
Okay.
So you're go.
All right, our new card in the grid.
And I take I take 3 damage.
Correct. You take 3 damage. 3 villains: Babu, Pumpkin Rapper, and Super Putty Patroller.
So I'm down to 22.
Oh Jesus Christ! Well, what's Babu without Squat?
Wow.
All
right. I gotta take care of these.
I have no answer to what's going on here with this deck. Though, admittedly, when I played the demo version of this during Renegade Con on in the fall, I was playing as Jason and my opponent was Rito, and this is exactly what happened to me. All the villains came out in the discard pile, but I didn't have the shards that you had, so I couldn't do anything about them. I literally got knocked out because of just the villains in the grid.
That's rough.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything about it.
That is maybe a flaw.
I
think
agree.
Definitely could be a flaw if it comes out heavy on one side.
I wish there was there was a little bit of a balancing act with those. I think it would be cool instead of having the specific the specific villains and the heroes in the grid deck. I feel like what you should do is shuffle all the heroes and villains into their own deck, or into their own decks, like a hero deck and a villain deck, and then just put a hero villain generic card in the grid deck, and when you draw that, whose ever turn it's going to be next, that card it should be that person.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
So I just bought a card that means if you're it would be your turn coming up, right? So this squat card would just say hero or villain or whatever you chose to do, and then that would immediately get drawn from the hero deck, so that it would be a card that could be available for you right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's
a good idea.
I think that would be a better way of doing it than just having them. Because literally, Conrad, we've had 7 villains maybe and 2 heroes at this point. Mm-hmm. It's been very unbalanced.
Yeah.
In the villain card's favor.
But I wonder if that's more mitigated by the multiplayer when you're playing more players, because I think there's going to be more cycling of the deck, of the market.
I would think so.
Because you're going to want to buy. I mean, the villain cards are good and the hero cards are good, so you're going to want to buy them probably.
Yes. My thought process is, this game was designed to be played at 2v2, and they just made it possible to play 1v1 as well. I really think this game probably works best at 2v2.
Yeah, probably so.
Alrighty. That was your turn, right?
Yep, I'm done.
All right. I have a whole hand of starters, oddly enough. I have 3 Mayhem, a Disposable, and a Putty Clay. Putty Clay give me 3 more energy. 1, 2, 3. And the next, I cannot fight anything in battle for that. And then I have 3 Mayhem. So, what's Babu, Squat, or the Super Putty do? Ooh, there is this Portal Bomb too. That's an equipment that might actually be useful. For Babu, for 4 energy, gain the top card of the main deck. Well, shit. What happens if it's a hero?
I guess you gain it. I don't know though.
Or
yeah, it's a
maybe
good point.
do you maybe do the bottom part?
Let's see. I think they have the descriptions in the back of the rulebook for the characters. Let me take a look.
Conrad says it's good for those with only 1 friend. Yes, I would agree with that.
So Babu says you gain the top card of the main deck, sight unseen, unless you've used Squat beforehand. Flip it face up as it enters your discard, pile. It is possible that you might gain an adversary card, and that is perfectly legal. Some heroes may have been forced to work with the bad guys temporarily. A villain player won't be able to attach the card, but you can play it for shards and energy. A block may be used from your hand no matter what card the type is. So that's cool. You can gain.
I
Gain the,
almost want
other
to
side.
buy it just for that fact.
That's pretty neat.
That's freaking hysterical. Yeah, we're gonna buy Babu. As much as I want this portal bomb, because I do need a freaking equipment card here to get Rito empowered. We're gonna buy Babu from the grid there, and then I am going to use my disarm.
Okay.
So
I have to pitch a starter.
or I mean,
So
or you could negate it. You do have the block.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Do I want to do
But
that?
you have to reveal your hand and discard a starter. The revealing your hand part isn't that big of a deal to me. But you do have to discard her. If negated, I have to discard that card. So
Actually, I will block.
okay,
I'm gonna spend 4 energy to use that.
okay. And so my disarm goes into my discard pile.
Okay, so my parry says block, negate an attack, draw 1 card, and then discard this card.
Okay, so that card goes off of your character, but you get a card, and I did not make you lose a card, and I also lost a card on my person. All right.
Okay.
Well, you better get out your dragon dagger because the dragon shield is now in the grid.
I got it right here.
Hello, Board Game Spam, Andrew and Pia. How are you guys doing? You guys,
Good to see you, Board Game Smash.
you guys got to come in to see another wonderful Power Rangers game.
There we go.
Conrad.
All right, so
Board Game Spam. Meeple Conrad made the overlay, and he's amazing. We're I love the overlay. As Conrad just said, he wants to make improvements to it. Conrad, we will definitely be playing this more. I don't know how soon after this, but I know that I want to play this more with Atticus if Atticus is up for it, and I know I want to play it with you and Moo as well. But yes, the overlay is freaking awesome.
yeah, Meeple Conrad does incredible work.
Really
He's so
does.
talented.
Really,
So
he is
talented.
very, very talented. And if you guys didn't know,
And very generous too.
indeed, 2 of our awesome emotes, the Yoshi High and the Sus emote, were made by Meeple Conrad. So thank you so much for that, my friend. Please go support him, follow him, subscribe to him, buy his t-shirts. Give the man all of your bits so that he does his hot tub stream. All the bits and subs for the hot tub stream.
Mm-hmm. That's essential.
Yes. I think my turn is done, Atticus. I think it is you if you got the Dragon Shield out.
All right. Yeah, Dragon Shield. Got it. Sorry, I pulled the Dragon Dagger out. You got me distracted.
Yes. We are doing well, putting the baby down to sleep now. Conrad, the overlay is sweet. It is indeed. And then Conrad puts, what is this? Oh, fail. Nice.
The Paula fail. All right, so I have, let's see what we got here. So I've got some teamworks. 1, 2, 3. I have an attitude. So the next time I battle, I can destroy up to 2 cards I control.
Oh, nice. That's
Um,
good for this.
Yeah. I think I'm going to attach a power morpher to Tommy here.
Okay. That makes sense. Can't morph without a power morpher.
So, yeah. So when I play an equipment card, I can look at the top card of my deck. I can leave it or leave it or discard it. So I guess I'll just discard it. It's just the teamwork.
Okay.
All right. And then I will use the ability of the power morpher for 3 energy. And that attach a card in your discard pile to a matching empty slot on your character.
Yeah, this
So I have a parry. I'll put the parry back on Tommy here.
Okay. Yeah, Tommy's gonna be morphed in like a turn.
And I'll play Morphin Time for the 8 energy.
Nice.
All right. So then I have just my shards to spend. So I have 4 total shards.
Okay.
And I think I'm just going to defeat I think I'm going to defeat Squat,
Ooh, okay.
and that will target foe discards 1 attached card.
I have none.
Doesn't really do anything.
I'm sure.
But I want to get him because he costs 4. So.
Oh, I got you.
Squat is out of the grid.
Oh, that's
I had 4, so
that's one of the few ones I've seen that actually costs more than it is for me to buy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is all I can do.
All right. We have another disarm.
I take 2 damage.
Yes, you do. Sorry. Yeah, and then disarm will be the new card in the grid.
Okay.
All right, my turn. I have a Putty Clay, 3 Mayhem, and a Z Putty Patroller. So we get 3 energy from the Putty Clay. And then what do I want to do with the Z Putty Patroller? I could attach him and start using him for attacks, or I could use him for his shards here. He's got 5 shards. Let me get Pumpkin Wrapper. I could get this Portal Bomb that's still out there. I mean, hell, I could buy the Dragon Shield. Could you imagine Rito wearing the Dragon Shield?
I know, yeah. I got it. I played as Scorpina the other day, and I got it as Scorpina. It was kind of funny.
I mean, it's a heavy usage, but I mean, it's an equipment card, and I do need an equipment card.
Yeah, it's not a bad card.
But I have 5 energy. So I could buy Pumpkin Wrapper if I want to.
Maple Conrad, these layouts look like they take a lot of work. All the detail you put into them.
Conrad says, I've become gradually better at doing these layouts quickly as I'll randomly do ones for bonds. She always says no because she didn't want me doing it for your work, but I'm just like, here, I did this. Use it if you want. And she's more open to it. This one was a rush job, so I'd like to make it better. Yeah, this one was a little bit of a rush job. And Conrad, I also want to pay you, and you don't ever let me do so, so I have to find other ways of funneling money to you.
You can just send him a hot tub, order him a hot tub, and send it to his
Yeah,
house.
I have to order you a hot tub. It might be about like 6 inches tall, but private investigator. Hello.
An inflatable hot dog float
yes,
for the hot tub too.
You went with the Green Ranger for the overlay. I knew you were smart, but didn't know you were IQ 9000 smart. Boy Gives spoken like a true artist. You're your biggest critic. Yeah, and honestly, I think that goes like the same way for like us creators. Like I always feel like I could be doing things better, or you know, I've done things wrong, blah 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 blah. And I think it's just no matter what you do, more often than not, you're always going to be your biggest critic because you always want to improve and continue to get better in no matter what you're doing. And yes, the overlay is amazing. Like the overlay is really really good. Green Ranger is a zombie and still fights undead warrior. Anyone? Green Ranger is a zombie? I don't. Did they have a zombies?
Is that when they brought the Green Ranger back to fight the White Ranger? Maybe.
Was he a zombie?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't remember that.
Was that with the Wizard of Deception?
I don't
maybe?
remember. Anyway, I don't. Yeah,
I don't recall
please let us know
offhand.
more about that private investigator because I don't remember. And then yes, it looks amazing for a rush job. Conrad does like such good work. I remember he was like, "Oh, let me go ahead and put this together while I'm modding from Bonds one night," and he's like, "Here's this," and I'm like, "That's amazing!" Like I couldn't put that together. I showed Conrad what I had put together. Like that took me like all day to try to do, and it didn't look nearly this good as what he had on here. Tyler says, I like getting to support the community, which is what I've always tried to do just do things for people like Pandas and Meeple. Yeah, and you're absolutely the best at supporting others, Conrad. But just because you support others doesn't mean that we can't try and support you as well.
Yeah, we gotta share the love too. We gotta help you out too.
Board game spam. Are the Power Rangers in Middle Earth? Yes. Hey, if they can cross over with the Ninja Turtles, they can cross over with the Hobbits.
Yeah. It's all part of the multiverse and the Shattered Grid.
Exactly. I think what I'm gonna do here is buy pumpkin wrapper for my 5 energy. I probably should be attaching things to Rito here, but I'm gonna buy pumpkin wrapper. I mean, the villains are out here. I might as well buy them. I have
And I bet you those.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I bet you those rings from Middle Earth connect to the Morphin grid somehow to pull their energy.
Right. Right.
They just may not know what it's called.
Yeah. The power morphers are secretly controlled by Sauron. I cannot do any damage or anything to you, and so my turn ends. There are no heroes in the grid, and our new card in the grid is a 4-cost maneuver called Dodge.
All right.
It has Trini on the front.
Okay.
I love it. Rita realized she couldn't take over Ancient Grove, so she moved to the Shire. I mean, admittedly, Saruman found it quite easy to take over the Shire. Though you only see that in the books.
All right, so... Oh, I didn't even draw my hand. So I have a 2 teamworks, an attitude. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and attach Red Ranger to my character.
Okay.
And I'll just play this. It's Morphin time for the shards, or for the 8 shards.
For the 8 energy?
So I'm to 18. Oh, sorry. Yeah. 8 energy. Yes, that's what I meant. I'm at 18 energy. No, not 8 shards. No, definitely not. And I have 3 shards right now.
Okay.
I will battle the Super Putty Patroller then for the 3, because that's all I got.
And you get to
heal. It's going to heal me for 2.
Yep.
Because I kind of need that.
Yeah, probably. What are you at?
I'm at 22 now.
Oh, okay.
After doing that.
That's not too bad.
And then the attitude lets me burn 2 cards basically.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna get rid of these 2 teamworks from my deck.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. And let's see. Do I want to activate my Morpher? I could actually. Oh no, I can't actually.
Do you have
no? I can't do the Morpher. No, I don't have any equipment on my discard pile.
Okay. Well, that's what you need right now, right?
Well, so like technically the cards I just played are still in my active zone. They don't discard to the end of my turn, so I can't re-equip it, you know.
Right.
But I'm gonna use Jason to attack.
Oh, okay.
For 4.
4.
Or 4 energy. I'm sorry. I'm spending 4 energy as the cost and deal 3 damage.
Okay. That brings me down to 27.
All right, and that's exhausted, and that's my turn. I take no damage.
No. Yeah, no damage. All the villains are gone. I mean, this could be where the tide turns for sure. We have an equipment card, the Telescope. It is a 2-cost equipment card. It has an attack. Each target foe reveals the top card of their deck. You may discard any revealed cards. If negated, discard this card. I don't know how great that is. Alright, it is my turn. I have 3 Mayhem, a Rebuild, and a Z Putty Patroller. So I will heal 1 damage from the Rebuild. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shards and 3 more energy. Well, I'm at max energy here. 5 shards. What do I do with 5 shards? Get a disarm. I need probably get a disarm in one of these equipments. Let's see.
I don't like all these disarms.
Well, I mean, you're getting enough cards that your starters are going to be fewer between now.
Yeah, that's true. But still, it's not fun, especially with my command center.
I'm going to buy Disarm and the Dragon Shield.
Okay.
I have nothing attached to me, so I cannot do anything to you. There are no heroes in the grid, so we go ahead and flip 2 cards over. And we have the Green Ranger and Alpha 5. Here come the heroes. We have to have gone through almost all the villains at this point.
I think we did. I'm looking through the deck trying to find this, and there's not that many. There's still a few.
The only one I can think of that I haven't seen yet is Pudgy Pig.
Yeah, I think there might be 1 or 2 more, possibly 2. I don't know.
But yeah, it's very few. Like, we've seen almost all the villains at this point, and we have seen very few Rangers. So this is gonna do exactly what the other game did. This is about to turn around real quick. Though I didn't get you down nearly. You got me down to like 7 health in the last.
You kept healing. Yeah, I got you down, and then you kept healing and healing and healing.
Oh, that was the only saving grace. Like I had that healing, and that was the only chance I had.
Yeah. So I've got 4 teamwork and a power coin. So that gives me 1 extra shard from the command center. So a total of 5. I think 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 shards.
I wonder what you could be buying.
Let's see. I suppose I buy the Green Ranger.
I mean,
right?
Why not? Right? It's there. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, let's buy it. And then I will use 4 energy to do the Red Ranger attack.
Oh yeah.
So that deals 4 damage actually.
4? Oh, because he's in
your Green Ranger on my discard pile.
Yeah.
I think unless when you buy a card, it doesn't go straight to your discard pile.
I don't know.
Let me double check that for you.
But I mean, that would make sense to me. Yeah, this game's about to get over real quick. Go Green Ranger. Go Green Ranger.
It doesn't. I'm not seeing exactly where it says like. Oh, okay. Wait. Yeah. So when you acquire a card through buying it or any other means, such as a card ability, place it in your discard pile.
Boom. 4 damage.
So yeah, 4 damage.
That lowers me to 24 already. Yeah, it's about to go south real quick. Because you're only 1 card away from being morphed, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And I am done. I can't do anything else.
There are no villains out. Our new card in the grid is a Thunderslinger. This is a 4-cost equipment card.
This is still the weirdest card in the game.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Where it came from.
Conrad, do you know what the Thunderslinger is? Or maybe even Board Game Spam or Ruminant Moo? Anybody who's a Power Rangers fan? Look at that item.
Oh, nice Board Game Spam.
I don't know what this is from. I remember getting the pterodactyl medallion as a kid, maybe in a Happy Meal, and it was my treasured possession for years. Oh, that's awesome! And were you just showing a power coin?
I'm trying to show it. It's the pterodactyl power coin right here.
There you go. Oh, come, put it right over Tommy.
Sorry.
Put it right over Tommy.
Okay. It's just the angle is funny. He's got the pterodactyl power coin in his chest.
There you go. Yeah, I have some of my original toys still on my desk. Yeah, Conrad showed me a picture of all this cool stuff. I was talking earlier. I found on the Facebook Marketplace today. I found the bigger size, a bigger size, like it's obviously not full scale, but the big scale of the Ninja Mega Falcon Sword for only $100, and I found a Dragon Dagger for $100. It was still in the box, but the box had water damage, so I don't know if the Dragon Dagger works or not. But a Dragon Dagger for $100 is pretty good. And then I found a Falcon Sword, just the big version of the Falcon Sword, for only $30. But it's pickup only, and it's like 4 hours away from me, so who knows? Ruminant Moose says they come from Titanus. Oh,
that makes sense. I did not realize that.
I completely forgot about that. Tommy and Jason had to go and get I think Zordon just said like a weapon to help them, and I think it was the Thunderslingers, wasn't it? But Titanus was also there.
So I can see why I wouldn't remember that.
Yeah, I
'cause
wouldn't.
Titanus
I
is
had
what I remember, and Titanus is so cool. And
yes, Titanus is great. Once Ruminant Moose said came from Titanus, I remember the scene now. Like Titanus is like shooting at Tommy and Jason like up this hill, and Tommy actually gives Jason the dragon shield.
I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah,
switching the shield.
That was really cool. Now I completely remember that scene now, but I to this point I did not remember that the Thunderslingers were there.
I didn't either. And I thought it was also cool he gave the shield to Zack that one time.
Yes.
It was kind of ridiculous what happened, but it was like it was cool. I liked how the Rangers could use it.
Yes, I did too. And did Kimberly ever get the shield? Why do I remember the Pink Ranger with the shield one time too?
I for some reason I remember that too, but I don't know the episode.
Was that TV or was that maybe that was a comic? That might have been comics.
Could have been comics. Sounds like comics probably.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But I really don't know. I don't remember. No, I remember. Okay, what I do remember about Kimberly was she shot the dragon dagger out of the power bow.
Oh my god, did she do that?
In that one episode.
That's amazing.
She put the dragon dagger in the power bow and shot it.
That's awesome.
It was really cool.
That's really cool. All right, is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, because you just attacked me with Jason, right?
Because the Thunderslinger came out.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It is my turn. I have Disposable, which may make me want to battle Alpha 5 here. King Sphinx, Heavy Attack, Mayhem, and Disarm. Okay. Let's go ahead and attach Disarm to Rito. And when I attach a 2 or 3 cost card, I may draw a card. And I draw Babu. Oh.
Nice.
I think we're just going to attach Babu. And when I attach a 2 or 3 cost card, I draw a card, which I have to shuffle.
So here we go. You got some nice synergy going on.
I hope that it's a Ranger at the top of the deck, because I just want to force a Ranger to fight for me. I wish it would have been the Green Ranger, because that would have at least been thematic, but...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to remember. Didn't Rita first try to recruit Zack?
In the comic books, I think.
Was it the comics?
Maybe.
Okay. I was going to say, I don't remember if they ever showed that in the TV, but I remember a storyline where Rita was trying to recruit Zack to be her Green Ranger.
I think that's right. I think that's the comic books, but I don't think it's a show, if anything.
Yeah, I'm really... I remember that vividly, the story, but I can't envision if it was comics or TV, but I remember that story. Which, that would have been cool. Zack would never. Yeah. No, he didn't. He did not. He stayed on the side of good. That is for sure.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But she tried to make it. She tried to get into Zack's head by saying like, Jason is always the. Everybody looks up to Jason. Everybody overlooks you. She tried to really get into Zack's head, and Zack fought it off, which was it's really noble of Zack. And a great story, really. Herb, hi Herb, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. Go ahead and get a shout out for our wonderful friend Herb.
Hello, Herb.
I don't know if I actually shouted out Ruminant Moo earlier. I need to do that too. Gotta get shout outs for everybody. And we've shouted out everybody else, but let's just do it again because y'all are awesome. Conrad's awesome. Board Game Span is awesome. All these wonderful, wonderful streamers who are our friends.
I have a morph for Board Game Spam right now. It's morphin' time. Pterodactyl.
Nice. Oh, it even makes a sound. That's awesome.
It does. There we go. Sorry, go. Continue.
That's really cool. I think I saw a Power Morpher on the Facebook Market page too. The problem is like everything's just like over $100 right now, so I'm just like, like wanting. I'm like, I mean, I think that's actually probably a good deal, but I want to buy these things, but I'm currently trying to pay off for like my PC and all these other things. I don't have the money to frivolously spend on these items, but
you do not need this stuff. It's just you don't need it.
I want it.
It's a waste. It's a waste of space and time. It's just fun. Like I said, I only justified it because my kids love it. They play with it all the time.
Yeah. All right. So I have Disarm, King Sphinx, Heavy Attack, Mayhem, and Disposable. So let's see what we can do here with this. I already have a Disarm attached. I already have a villain attached, so I don't need to attach any maneuver to villain. So I will be using this for their stuff. So 1, 5, 6, 7. Do you have to collect the energy and shards prior to using shards on your character, prior to using energy, or do you? Can you do it in the order?
I think you do it in any order.
Okay, so I could use the energy and then regain it.
You can use so like what do you mean, like so you can hold the card back in your hand, do your attacks and stuff, and then play the card to gain the energy back. Is that what you mean?
Yes. Basically.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Okay, I just didn't know if I had to play all my cards and then use like Rito's abilities.
No, I think it's just free flow. You can just do all of the different actions.
Okay.
Like yeah, so you have your opening phase or the start phase. So in the main phase, perform any number of the following actions any number of times in any order.
Okay.
So you can do all that stuff however you want.
All right, cool. Okay, so right off the bat here, we are going to spend 2 energy to attack you for target foe reveals their hand and discards a starter.
Okay, so I have... oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to block this with the maneuver for 4.
Okay, so we'll discard Disarm.
And that... The parry goes away, and I draw a card and discard the parry.
So maybe that makes me want to add this other Disarm that's in my hand. We shall see.
Okay.
That's an idea. Make my kid a Power Rangers fan. I mean, that's the idea, right? Bapter. Oh, hello, Bapter. Conrad. A complete waste. Also, I have 0 regrets. Yeah, I would have 0 regrets too. That's an idea. Yep. Gotta trust Atticus to have the big brain ideas. I did the same when I was a foster parent. Yes. I have all of the nostalgia. My spouse never wanted it, but he wants me to play more games, so we bought it. Yeah, the Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid is so good. I remember Board Game Spam came over to the stream, and they were like, this game's amazing, and then they ended up buying it like a day later. I wasn't sure this
was really good. Really good.
Taking all the notes. Okay, so I spent 2 energy. I'm going to spend 4 more energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to gain the top card of the main deck. And that card is...
Is it a Ranger? Is it? Oh. So it's true. So I'm still conflicted here.
Yes, you are still conflicted. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So that goes into my discard pile.
Yeah.
But that's amazing. That was so
that's
funny.
Pretty cool.
That I could not have literally scripted that better.
And just it wasn't like 10 minutes ago when you said you wish that happened.
Yes, exactly. And we've been drawing cards off this deck. Like I could not. Like the deck is right here. You got in the screenshot. You guys saw me do that all in one motion.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've done Babu. I could attach this Disarm. How many shards does that give me? 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. We're gonna attach this Disarm.
Okay. Do you draw a card?
Yes, I do. Thank you. Oh, another Mayhem. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. I would love to battle Alpha, but I think I want to get my sword. Or even my Master card.
Both are good options. So remember, you get your sword free if you morph. Or, no, actually, not the villain, sorry.
No.
Yeah, the villains don't.
When
actually,
all 4 slots are filled, draw 1 card and flip this card. So I do not get my Master card for free.
No.
But the skeleton sword is, like, I mean, the Master card is great. It gives you a card. but the skeleton sword, if it will allow me, if by spending energy, gain one non-hero card will cost 3 or less from the grid and put it into your hand.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So I'm going to go ahead and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I still have 2 energy. Unfortunately, Alpha takes 3. I could buy the equipment card just to get it on to just have another equipment card to possibly put on Dorito. Or I can buy a power morpher. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to buy the skeleton sword. That goes into my discard pile. And then I'm also going to buy this.
So the skeleton sword, I think, attaches right away, doesn't it?
Attach when gained, you're right. Yes, it does.
I thought it did.
Skeleton sword. And then I also bought the telescope from the grid.
Oh, okay.
So I did my attacks. I could use the skeleton sword's attack.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Conrad says, it's always a mystery, but it usually is Pia. Yes. The theme song is playing so loud in my head right now as you guys play. Yeah, I wish so much that I could just loop like the Power Rangers theme songs, but obviously, DMCA and all that aren't gonna like that too much. And clearly the better half of your Power Rangers fans. Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. Okay, so I can pay 4 energy to gain 1 non-hero card with cost 3 or less from the grid, and actually put it into my hand.
Wow, that's pretty powerful.
So instead of
I didn't realize the putting into your hand thing.
So instead of buying the telescope for 2 energy, I could buy one of these and then possibly use that to buy something better. Oh, that's really interesting. Hold up. So not buying the telescope just yet. Yeah. Okay. No, here we go. We got it. We got the play. See, I had 2. I spent these ones. Okay. So
Game Jedi, I am at 22 health. And Rock, what are you at?
I am at 24, so it's pretty close. Though I don't really have ways of attacking you too much yet.
We're both building up pretty good. I think it's hard to say who's winning.
Yes, I agree. I am going to buy the portal bomb as an equipment card, and then that's as using the skeleton sword. So I spent 4 energy for that, so I'm down to 10 energy. So I gained a non-hero card from the grid, costing 3 or less. Put that into my hand. I now have 4 energy. I'm going to use that energy to fight Alpha 5.
Okay.
And the next time I battle this turn, I can destroy up to 2 cards I control. And so I'm going to destroy 2 Mayhems, because I think that's really the only things that I would possibly want to destroy. But I also draw a card when I destroy Alpha 5. And I got another Mayhem. But I'm destroying 2 Mayhem. Do I have to do the destroy immediately? I would assume so, right?
I think you have to resolve. Yeah, you have to resolve like one effect before you move on to the next effect. I believe.
So those 2 are destroyed. My Mayhems are destroyed. I have 4 plus 1 is 2 shards. I have 2 shards left. I guess I can still buy this telescope, but I think instead of buying the that gives me another. I just need to get an equipment card. I have a couple, but yeah, I'll buy the telescope too, just to have enough equipment cards to hopefully get more empowered over here. And then I think I took all of my possible actions.
So you have the portal bomb in your hand, right? Did you play it for its shards and stuff?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that actually.
Because you could have equipped that. I don't know if you wanted to equip that. You could have equipped that, but.
That's right.
Because it's an equipment.
It would take me too. I'd be too confused to figure out what I did differently.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah, let's not do that. But yes, that's a very good point.
No worries. I just wanted.
I 100% should have. I 100% should have. But I've shown this game that what I should do and what I end up doing is not always the same thing. Okay,
It's
there
all
are no
good.
heroes in the grid at the moment, but we're getting 3 new cards in the grid. And those 3 cards are the Ernie's Juice Bar, the Pink Ranger, and the Sword of Darkness. Well,
Okay.
if you were wondering how I got a Green Ranger card, look no further than the Sword of Darkness.
All right, so let's see what I can do here. I'm gonna play Recovery to heal 1.
Okay.
Power Coin for 3 energy. Um,
I can just hum the theme song.
I'm
right?
also
that's not against DMCA.
I'm gonna spend 3 to use my Power Morpher to attach my parry back to my character.
Nice.
So that's exhausted.
Parry.
Um,
Good.
So now I'll just play these for energy and shards. So that's a Green Ranger. The stun is useless, and then another shard. So I've got 2 starters. I have 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5 shards. So for 5 shards, let's see what I can do here.
Pick of the litter.
I think I go for the Sword of Darkness.
I mean, I would.
Yeah, so I Sword of Darkness, and I add.
I'll tell you one thing: if you left it out there and I had the ability to buy it, I was buying it.
Yeah.
Whew. Deal 5 damage. If negated, deal 2. Damn.
All right, so I just gained some energy, and I think that's.
Oh,
and I can do Jason's attack.
You didn't read the really small print. If Green Ranger buys this card, evil wins. Did you miss that part?
I missed that part. All right, so I'm doing Jason's attack for 4 energy.
Nice.
And it's just 3 damage.
Okay, down to 21.
And I am done.
All right.
I think.
New card in the grid, the Blue Ranger. Told you, you're gonna start getting all your Rangers out.
I know.
I'm gonna be in trouble because it takes 5 energy to knock out Kimberly, and it takes 4 energy to knock out Billy. So, ruh-roh. All right, it's my turn, and I have 4 Mayhems and a Dragon Shield, which I am going to somehow put the Dragon Shield on Rito Revolto. And Rito has all 4 of his slots filled. Also, when I attach a card to cost 2 or 3, which the Dragon Shield is 3, I draw a card. Ooh, it's the Putty Patroller. Nice.
So he flips out. So
we
he's
are
powered.
going to go ahead and empower Rito Revolto. And then, awesome. Very nice. So now for 5 energy, I can deal 1 damage for each card costs 2 or 3 I control. Alright. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energy, or 6 shards. I get 3 energy for the Z Putty Patroller. 1, 2, 3. So for the 6 shards, who should I take out Kimberly or Billy? Kimberly, put 1 starter from any player's discard pile into any player's hand or discard pile. Interesting. But she gives you 6 energy, and you need energy. I think allowing you to have a chance at... Well, Billy can give me a... No, you can't give me a stun. Well, if you block with Billy, you can give me a stun. That's the question. Also, I probably just want to buy the freaking juice bar so you can't get it. So that saved my butt last time. But I had 6. I can't get the juice.
Oh yeah, that is super useful.
Yeah.
It's the healing.
As much as I want to The real friends are the real winners of the real friends are the winners we made along the way. The real winners are the friends we made along the way. Yes, a bunch of Power Ranger fans just having a good time tonight. That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel like I have to buy Ernie's juice bar. As much as I want to do damage to Kimberly or Billy, I feel like I have to get Ernie's juice bar here if I want a chance at winning this game. But I will not be able to knock out either of the others because I only have 6 energy. I cannot buy my master because I need 7 energy for that. So we will get Ernie's juice bar for 4. So I'm just wasting 2 shards. When gained, put into play. So we just immediately gain Ernie's juice bar. Alright. So now we can.
So now you get some healing. Start of your turn.
Yep. There is no cost 3 cards or less non-hero cards in the grid, so there's no point in me using the sword right now. I can use 4 points to gain the top card of the main deck, though, so let's go ahead and do that. Puts me back down to 12 energy. Top card of the main deck is another Dragon Shield. So
wow,
that goes into my discard pile.
Does it? Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I forgot Rita's sword is the one that puts in your hand.
Right. If that card was in the grid, that would have been great. Okay. I do not need to block. Do I want to deal 3 damage to you for 5 energy is the question. I mean, I need to start damaging you, but... No, that's okay. I want to save my energy. Need to use it.
All right.
But I also have... Oh, I used him for his shards. Okay. So that is... I think everything I can want to do here. Well, do I want to use the 2 energy to make you discard? You have your parry. Though
I do have the parry, yes.
Making me discard my disarm at this point's not a huge deal, other than the fact that I'll do less when I use the... Yeah, I will pass turn. So I'm taking 2 damage from Billy and Kimberly. Brings me down to 19. And our next card in the grid is another Sword of Darkness. Dear God.
Oh, wow.
Ben Wu. Hello, my friend. Just building decks tonight. I don't know, Ben. I don't know. It's very possible that after... Because we won't be going as late as I'll normally go on a stream with this tonight. I may play something else. I don't know if I think Atticus will probably want to get out of here after we're done this game. I don't know if it'll be Rocket League or if it'll just be more like digital board games, but we'll probably do something after this.
So Rock, I went ahead and activated my Power Morpher to equip my Sword of Darkness from my discard pile.
Nice.
And then when I play an equipment card, I reveal a top card of my deck, leave it, or discard it. So I'm going to do that.
So you're now Evil Tommy. So we have 2 villains, so Evil has 1. I mean, the Sword of Darkness was the enchantment, right? Because he had the Sword of Darkness, that's what made him evil? I think because Jason Blade Blasters the Sword of Darkness, and then Tommy's released.
Yeah, so maybe So I guess so.
What kind of sword just like disintegrates from the Blade Blaster?
I don't know. They're pretty powerful Blade Blasters.
I guess. Like nothing else disintegrates when they hit them, but apparently the Sword of Darkness does.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, I'm gonna spend 4. Actually, I have 5 energy because I have my 2 from the command center. So I'm just gonna buy another Sword of Darkness then.
Okay. Gosh,
And then
damn.
for my,
I'm so good.
I'm gonna activate my Red Ranger for 3 damage.
3 damage.
And then I'm gonna activate.
Well, hold on one second. Do you have any other?
Okay, go ahead.
Do you have any other damaging attacks on your character?
I have the Sword of Darkness right here.
Oh, that's on your
So
character.
that says
Deal 5.
it takes 7, deal 5. If negated, deal 2 damage, and then discard this card.
So you're doing 3 with Jason.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh, and you know what? I morphed too, by the way.
Yeah, you sure did.
So I gained.
So these are all less. Oh, frack.
So actually, that should have cost 2 less when I did that.
All these are costing you 2 less now. Oh, all mine
And
are costing me 2 less too. Shit.
So I'm getting.
I need to get 4.
We need to have. I need to play some music here for a second. So I have now summoned the Dragon Sword.
Oh wait, here. You might not be able. I don't know. I don't know if you're. Oh, I can't do it on this one. I only have the communicator here. I have to go to here and here. When this is annoying. I have to do this.
So you're gonna block the Sword of Darkness attack. I'm gonna, or actually, we were on the Red Ranger attack.
We were on the Red Ranger at the moment. Yeah, I was just
right. Okay.
Just trying to clarify what might be upcoming.
Okay.
So that I could see if I had to,
Yeah, sure.
because I have a way to block 1 with the shield.
Okay. So upcoming potentially, like I said, is Sword of Darkness. Then the actual Green Ranger card has attack, deal 3 damage for each equipment card attached to your character, which would be 6 damage.
I'm so done. I'm so done. Okay, so I will let Jason come through.
Okay.
Jason hits me
So
for
that's just
3. 1, 2, 3. I'm down to 16.
All right, and then I'll do the Sword of Darkness for it costs 5.
Okay, so I will take the 5 damage from the Sword of Darkness.
Okay. And then I'll do the
4, 5.
Let's see. I'll pay the 4.
Yep.
To activate Tommy's ability or Green Ranger ability for 3 damage for each equipment attached, and that's 2 equipment.
Yep. So I'm going. That's the one I'm going to block. And the
Right.
reason I blocked this one was because it negates 6 damage. Whereas if I block this Sword of Darkness, it only block 3.
Okay.
So I'm going to
yeah.
pay 3 energy because it's 2 less. 1, 2, 3 energy to block, negate an attack, and heal 3. So that puts me back up to 14. I was at 11.
Okay.
And then I discard the Dragon Shield.
Okay.
Whew.
And then I'm going to activate Dragon Sword for 5 damage.
Oh, I forgot you get your goddamn Dragon Sword. Man, when the Rangers morph, man. God damn. I'm so done. This game's over next turn. This game is so over next turn. Because, like, I have no attacking ability. Like, I can do up to 2 or 3 damage to you. That's nothing. And even if I got Rito's MasterCard, it doesn't do anything either. It lets me draw a card.
And then I'm just going to play It's Morphin' Time for 8 energy, and I'm done.
Okay. Good lord. I got destroyed.
I don't take any damage, yeah. Okay.
Alright. I think I was supposed to flip this before the last turn, but the new card in the grid is 5 cost maneuver called Regenerate.
Okay.
Good freaking lord. I'm dead next turn, but let's go ahead and take our turn and try to do something. We have a rebuild and a putty clay. If you have less than 20, heal 2. Yes, please. And then putty clay gives me 3 energy. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I have 2 villains and a maneuver, so I do not have an equipment card to add to me. 4, 5, 6, 7. I do have 7 shards, but the hell is buying Rito going to do for me at this point? Not going to save me, that's for sure. So if I take a card that is equipped to me off, it just goes to my discard pile, correct?
Yes. And the only, like I said, the only clarification I read was you can't discard your master card.
Right.
I think that's the only one you can't. But yeah,
Which
it just goes to your discard pile. As long as it's unexhausted, it can do it. And if it's exhausted, you can wait till the end of your turn to discard.
I can attack from the lair. That's one thing I can do.
Oh yeah, well when you play a card to the lair, it doesn't attack. It'll do like a damage for each master card you have.
When you attach a master to the lair, attack, deal 1 damage for each master you control. Didn't you just use that attack 2 on me though? When
so
you didn't
I think.
add?
So say that again.
I said I know you attacked when you added the master, but I thought you just attacked randomly too, like you know.
No, I don't think so. No, I didn't.
I thought you did, but I could be wrong on that.
I had Rita's attack. Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe it was specifically on her card. No.
It was on her card. There's an attack on Rita's card. I think. I don't know if it. Yeah, I think the let me look at the layer. I think the layer is only when she
gets energy on her turn.
On her master card, yeah, but on her character card when it's flipped over.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, so when you attach a master to the layer, you do 1 damage.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't really see a way for me out of this game, so hey. Yeah, whatever. We'll just get Rito, and we'll be happy with having Rito, I guess. So we paid 7 to get Rito. He is in the lair. I do attack a single damage to you.
Oh, actually, I think you have to.
Or does he go up to the top?
I think it has to discard. Remember, I think because you don't have your slot open for him.
Oh,
remember?
It says when gained attached to the lair.
But I think because it's your card, like, you can only be so if like you have your weapon equipped, right? It blocks the attachment, and then it goes to your discard pile and cycles through your deck, and then it goes to the lair. I think
that's fine.
I think I could be wrong, but I think
honestly, I'm not gonna have another turn anyway, so it's not a huge deal.
Okay, but I think, I mean, I just want to play it right, but
yeah.
I hate to do that to you.
No, I don't.
Because it's not necessarily great.
So I spent those. I get 4 energy. Not that that's gonna matter. Spend all my cards. I guess what I will do is spend 2 energy to gain the top card off the deck because hey, why not? That is Squat. All right, Squat goes to my discard pile. There is no 3 cost non-adversary cards, so I can't even use my sword. I'll spend no energy, I guess, to attack you and make you discard a starter.
All right, so I'm just gonna use my. I'm gonna reveal my Green Ranger and pay 4 to block or negate.
Okay.
And it does negate an attack, draw 1 card. So I'll just do that.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, I can't even block. Well, unless I draw a block in my hand, but don't even know if I have any. Oh, I do. Thank goodness.
All right, you got you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I don't think I could do anything.
Did we get a new card in the grid or anything?
Oh, I guess I could have attacked you with Rito. Do I want to spend the 5 energy? Sure. I'm spending 5 energy to do 2 damage to you.
Alright, so I'll take 2.
Oh, it was which way? Wait, it was which I controlled. Hold on. The disarm I played. So 3 damage. Not much more, but hey.
Oh, 3 damage. Okay. So I'm at 19.
Okay.
Alright, so
now it's your turn. And there's there should be 6 cards in the grid. The I didn't buy any this turn. The most recent one was regenerate.
Okay. Yeah, I got him. Okay. So I'm gonna gain 3 energy. And play recovery to heal 2 since I have less than 20. And I have a teamwork for something. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use my attacks. I'll use the Green Ranger. I'm sorry, the Red Ranger for spend 2 energy for that for 3 damage or 4 damage actually because I have
4?
1 Ranger in my discard pile.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at 7.
All right, I'll do the Sword of Darkness, which is 5 damage.
Down the 2.
Okay. And I'll do Tommy's action where he activates his character for 6.
Okay. I play Evil Green Ranger for 4 energy.
Okay.
1,
that
2,
blocks it.
3, 4. Negate an attack. Draw 1 card, or put an equipment card from your discard pile into your hand.
Okay.
Dragon Shield.
And then I'll play. It's Morphin time to gain 8 energy.
Whew.
And I'll pay 5 to reactivate my Zords.
Yep.
And then I'll use Dragon Zord for 5 more.
Alright, I pay 5 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To activate Dragon Shield. That I just drew out of my discard pile.
Wow.
Negate an attack, heal
right.
3, then discard this card. 2, 3.
Okay.
I live at 5 energy.
So now I have, let's see, I still got shards I haven't spent.
I used your tools against you, Tommy.
I know, you did.
The only reason that Rito is surviving is because of Evil Green Ranger and the Dragon Shield. Oh, God.
So I think I'm just going to spend these 2 shards for a Blade Blaster.
Okay.
And that is all.
All right.
You survived.
Yeah. We've got Ernie's juice bar. If I have under 15, yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah.
2 health. I'm back to 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surviving the next turn, that's for sure. Okay, we've got a Z Putty, Portal Bomb, the Telescope, and a Mayhem. Well, this Telescope isn't helping me much, so I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, no, it doesn't do that anymore. I don't get to draw a card when I attach it to him. Oh, I can still do that though. I don't need to buy that though. I'm going to discard Babu and attach the Z Putty Patroller.
Okay.
I don't need to be buying cards anymore. I'm going to gain 4 energy. And then I have 4 shards. I'm going to KO Billy in the grid.
Okay.
And you gain a stun.
Yep. Alright.
And then I am going to spend 2 energy Wait, I'm sorry. I'm going to spend no energy to make you discard a starter.
I'm just gonna get rid of one of these teamworks.
Okay.
You want to see my hand?
It's not a huge deal. I don't really care. I'm going to lose anyway.
Well, if you want to, I mean, I'll show it to you if you want to see it. It's just I'll discard teamwork.
Okay, no worries. Now I'm going to spend 2 energy to deal. I'm using the Z-Putty Patroller's attack. Deal 3 damage.
Okay.
If negated, I heal 2 if I have less than 10, which I do.
All right. What? And so you've got a Z-Putty, and then you have Rito's sword.
Yeah.
And disarm. Or did you already use the disarm? Is
yeah,
that what
I just used disarm. So yeah, all I have left is the skeleton sword and then Rito himself.
What does Rito's attack himself do? Actually, I have it right here.
Deal 1 damage for each card costs 2 or 3, and right now that's 1 card.
Okay.
So not much.
Yeah. Okay, so I just take. You said 3 damage.
Yep.
Or 2 damage.
3.
3. Okay. All right, I'm at 19.
Okay, and then yeah, that's all I got.
All right.
The last turn.
So.
Dawn of the last.
Well, maybe.
I doubt I have any ways to save myself like that time. Our new card in. I also take 1 damage from Kim. That's at 6.
Right. Okay.
And our new card in the grid is another parry.
All right.
Legends, hello Legends. How is the game? It's going well. Very similar to the last week's game. The villains got out to an early lead, but then the heroes have been able to turn around. Very fitting for Power Rangers just in general. Like they'll get beat up in the first half of the episode and then come back and win the day. The game is about to be over though. It is Atticus's turn, and I doubt I can stop him. But we
Good
shall
to see you, Legends. So I have let's see, I have 4 shards. Will that help me in any way? I don't know. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and start activating some stuff here.
Yep.
I don't have enough energy really to do much actually, so you're pretty safe. So how much health do you have?
I am at 6.
Do you have any visible blocks or anything right now?
Visible,
like
no.
Any...
I have no visible blocks.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to do...
How much energy do you have?
I have 6 total.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 2.
So you won't be able to ready the Tiger Zord. Or the Dragon Zord.
No, not this time.
And then...
So I'm going to use 2 for the Red Rangers, which is going to be just 3 damage.
Sword of Darkness takes... So you won't be able to do Sword of Darkness if you're doing Red Ranger. And then... So I think I just blocked the Red Ranger here, right? Yeah, we'll just block Red Ranger. It's fine. I don't think you can do anything else if that's all the energy you have. I'm going to play... This might be the end. It might be a bad move, but I'm going to play King Sphinx from my hand.
Okay.
That allows me to pay 5 energy, so I'm down to 1 energy. Negate an attack. I draw a card, and the attacker gains 1 stun. Then I discard this card.
Okay. So just done.
Oh, God.
All right. I'm going to spend the last energy I have, all 4, for activating Green Ranger's power to deal 3 damage for each equipment card attached, which is 6.
I didn't realize you could do that. That's KO.
All right.
Oh, well.
Well, good game.
Hey. Crush Rock Atticus. Atticus did. So, last week, when the White Ranger went up against Rita Repulsa, the White Ranger won. And this week, when the Green Ranger went up against Rito, the Green Ranger won. Was Rito and the Green Ranger ever at the same time? I feel like he was the White Ranger by the time Rito came around, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think he was White Ranger.
Huh, that's kind of funny.
I believe.
Yeah. But yeah, that was... And I guess like when White Ranger came around, Zed was the bad guy.
Yes.
Because Rita went away Rita kind of went away for the second season, and then came back.
But then she came back, so I think she was there... She definitely was there for part of White Ranger.
Yeah. She came back in the 3rd season.
Yeah.
And then they
had a different actress.
Yeah, that's right.
But the same voice actress or whoever voiced her before stayed the same.
Wait, the voice and the actress were different?
Yeah, the
I never
lady
knew
who
that.
I don't. There was a person. Yeah, she voiced Rita from the Japanese Super Sentai, and then she stayed the same
Oh, that's so good.
uh again later. So
I
that's
did.
why it was harder to tell a difference because her appearance was different, but
Oh, that's
yeah,
really
it
good.
was
That's really good.
voiceover. Yeah.
So this is really this is really interesting. We've played 2 games of this. Um, I bought my MasterCard in this one, but only ever had. I never got it out into the lair. You bought Rita's MasterCard, but I don't think you ever bought anybody else's MasterCard, right?
I think I might have bought one more.
You might have bought
Bought
one more.
like
Okay.
something else, but it didn't really do much for me. It wasn't that effective. It was just something like I bought it right as I was losing, kind of thing.
And both of
Last
us
time.
with our Rangers only ever had our Zord. We never had any extra Zords.
Yeah,
So that's really
they're very
interesting.
expensive.
They are really expensive, and it's just like I don't feel like the abilities on the Zords are good enough to give you their cost.
Mm-hmm.
But and especially since you only can use them once, or you have to ready them then.
Now I will say, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's all you.
So in a 2v2 game, I think there's a discount in your Zord costs if you like if your partner buys one of their Zords or buys their MasterCard. I think I haven't
Oh,
really dug into the 2v2 rules, and I know Legends had said have you tried 2v2? We have not yet,
no, we have not.
but I think it. So
We
if you
want
look
to.
at the Zord cards, it says on the bottom it says -2 if your teammate controls their Zord, so it makes all the Zords cost less. And I think
Okay.
the MasterCards say that too
Yes, they do.
at the very bottom, I
They
believe.
do.
So I
Okay.
wonder if you're playing with more players or the 2v2, you could get more Zords on the table and stuff.
Yeah. I
But I don't
know.
know. Maybe it's just the way 1v1 is.
I know that once Conrad and Ruminant Moo get their hands on the game, which will happen eventually, uh,
Mm-hmm.
we'll let them get some plays in with the 2 of them so they can get used to the game. And then I'm totally down for the 4 of us playing a 2v2 a couple times here. And I
Yeah.
guess I would love to keep playing, this as a solo series as well. Whenever we can make it work. It doesn't have to be, it definitely won't be a weekly thing, but the next time we play, I'd love to do it again. And we could just kind of go through all the heroes and the villains and see what makes them all tick,
Yeah, sure. I'm happy to do it. Just we just gotta work out a time and
We'll talk about
we'll
that.
do
Like I
it.
said, it probably won't be next week. Um, because we did do this last week.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do this again this week. We
Yeah.
did this again
Right.
this week. I don't think we will do this every single Thursday, but definitely look forward to more Power Rangers, the deck building game. This is from Renegade Games. Look forward to Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid.
Oh, for sure.
When the next time I am on TLN, I already just thought that what I would like to do is host Heroes of the Grid on TLN. So if and I would like to be sponsored by Renegade if possible. So I've reached out to them about potentially sponsoring the next time I'm on I'm on TLN, and if we can get a sponsor for that, I'd love to have Andrew and Pia from Board Game Spam, Conrad, Atticus. I'd love to have these amazing Power Ranger fans join me, because I think that would be a 5-player game, wouldn't it? Andrew, Pia,
Yeah,
Conrad, you and me. Yeah. That'd be 5 players. That'd be great.
Yeah. That'd be really fun.
I've never had the opportunity to play Heroes of the Grid with 5 players before, so. And we can get I know Andrew and Pia, I think they only have the base game, but I think Conrad, Atticus, and myself, we have a lot of we have some of the extra content. I think I might have the least of the extra content. Maybe me and Conrad have about the same. I don't know how much you have, Atticus, but I think you have more than I do.
All in.
Yeah, you have everything.
But I think if
ahead.
other people play as other Rangers, it should be fine if you don't have all the stuff. I mean, they could just play as a different Ranger. It wouldn't matter.
Exactly. So Andrew and Pia can just play, the Rangers and the regular Mighty Morphin Rangers. Atticus could be Andros, and I could be, Jack. from Hyperforce, and Conrad could be whoever Conrad wants to be. You know, he'd probably want to be Green Ranger, but you know.
I was gonna say Green Ranger Tommy.
But you know, we could play whatever. But that would be really cool. That'd be kind of cool to do. And I think I would even try to find like a scenario, maybe, because they have those scenarios. I think that might be more fun for the stream, but maybe, I don't know.
The recent Kickstarter came with a book of scenarios, like all the compiled scenarios that they put out so far. So that I think you might be able to find the PDF for that and look at some of the scenarios.
Yeah,
they might post it. They might have it on BGG if you want to look at some of the scenarios.
Yeah,
some are pretty cool. I think.
I haven't backed that Kickstarter yet, but I'm probably gonna back it after this stream. I think I'm only doing 80 though. I think I'm doing just the villains in the allied packs.
Okay.
Of what's on like the pledge level, and then depending on what's on the backer kit, I'll probably add more to that. But yeah, I want to get the Ninja Zord cards. And it sucks that I have to spend $80 to get the Ninja Zord cards, but you know, at least I'm getting two packs that I have interest in, because the villain pack has Andromeda, Ecliptor, and Mesozog in it, which those are great villains. And then the allied pack has like some really, really good 6 Rangers in there. Because you have the Green Samurai, you have Titanium Ranger, you have the Silver Space. Who are the other two?
Let's rock it. I always forget this right offhand. Like,
yeah, I know.
If I look
at
the
thing,
I remember, but every time I'm trying to remember it, it's just like
honestly, I think it's the best. I think it's better than the the first Ally box they did.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, but
there's something else I was gonna say. I totally. Also, now might be the time to back it. Did you see the email from Renegade today saying that their prices are going up? So it might be about as good a price as you're going to get for right now, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what
and my thought too was like, oh, is this going to affect? Because I was actually going to buy. I was going to buy some of the other expansions that I don't have from them. I was going to buy those at Gen Con straight from them. And now I'm like, now I'm like, well, if you're gonna raise, because they raised everything about $5.
Yeah.
And if they're gonna cost me $5 extra at Gen Con, I mean, now I'm like, do I just buy them from Cool Stuff, which are, or you know, one of those websites that are already cheaper? You know, they're like $30 for the base box instead of $40. And now, is it going to still be 30 versus 45? Like, I don't know, but so I might end up buying some of those from like Cool Stuff or whatever instead of buying directly from Renegade at Gen Con. Like I was planning on doing so, but
some of those online retailers have had sales on some of that stuff too. Like I know Zeo was on sale for like $20 at some point. I think.
Yeah,
on one of those sites, either Game Nerds or Cool Stuff. Or
I saw them on sale the other day, but it wasn't specifically some of the sets that I was looking to get. Like I could have just got them to get them, but I'm trying to be mostly good about buying stuff, and so I didn't jump on any of that then. But now that they're raising prices, I mean, the next time I see sales, I'm probably going to have to buy them, because I do want to, like, Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid is one of my favorite games. I really, really like it, and you know, it's up there with Marvel United. It's up there with Lord of the Rings: Journeys to Middle-earth as like definitely my favorite miniatures games, and you know, Power Rangers is obviously a theme that I love. You know, when people donate bits to my channel, you get the little communicator noise. And when you donate a lot of bits to the channel, which is I think 1,000. Yes, you get the dragon dagger. But not only do you get the dragon dagger, you get Tommy too. Because let me go ahead and open this up. The only way I can do it is from Streamlabs, so it is
okay.
So when I play this is if somebody donates over 1,000 bits, you get Tommy and the dragon dagger.
I need Dragon Sword power.
So he says, "I need Dragon Sword power," and then he
Tested
plays the little tune. I love that. But we hear that we it's very special when we hear that. I think the only time I actually heard that was on TLN, which was cool. But yeah, so I'm a big Power Rangers fan. Atticus is a big Power Rangers fan. Lots of you in the chat are big Power Rangers fans. Even if you're not, that's okay. Expect to see a lot more Power Rangers content from all of us. Be it the deck building game, Heroes of the Grid, Battle for the Grid, the new video game, because that's awesome. Atticus just picked that up. How much did that cost you on Steam?
So I got every DLC they have, and it was a Steam sale, so it was discounted. I don't know how much discounted, but it was like $46, I think, for everything.
Okay, yeah, I don't have all the DLC. I bought the collector's edition or something, and it gave me Lauren.
Yeah,
but it didn't give me all the other DLC characters. So
yeah, there's I don't like how there's so much DLC for it.
There's a lot of DLC.
And I didn't really care about the Street Fighter Ranger stuff.
Yeah,
like does nothing for me at all.
Same.
But it was packed with the DLC, so right. I have it. But I don't see myself using it very much. Just just because I'm such a Ranger fan, I'm not really a
right. And
the crossover's strange to me. I don't know.
That game has some interesting Rangers that I would never think of putting them in a game. You know what I mean?
It's very strange.
It like Cat Ranger. Cat Ranger made one appearance in the television show. Literally one. And she's in the
Cat Ranger was awesome.
No, Cat Ranger's great.
Maybe one getting more screen time. So I don't know. Yeah, it's just weird though.
Cat is an amazing character. I love her character. But specifically, Cat Ranger was only ever in one episode.
Did you realize Cat was also in Jungle Fury as one of the masters?
I didn't.
She was one of the masters of the from the alternate. I don't know what it's called, but she was one of those special masters.
That's funny. So both her and Boom have been in different seasons.
Yeah.
Because Boom's been in like 3 seasons, hasn't he?
More like 7.
Oh, has he? Oh my god.
At least. Yeah, he's been a lot. Yeah.
He must be a local New Zealand actor that just keeps
I think he is. Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense. For those who don't know, Power Rangers is filmed in New Zealand. So
yeah. He was just in Dino Fury.
Oh, was he?
This season. Yeah. He was a guest star in Dino Fury for an episode.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, hey, good on that guy, right?
I know. Yeah.
But I did not know Kat was one of the masters. I'll have to go back and check that out. Which one?
Yeah, I don't remember specifically which one, but it was the one where there's 3 masters that came up and talked to him, and I think
was she the Penguin?
I don't remember the details. Maybe. You can look it up.
Wait.
I think she might have been.
I'm remembering that scene. Penguin Master Jungle Fury.
Oh, you're upside down again.
I know, it's gonna be upside down.
Your web browser. Yeah.
Master Gwyn.
Oh, you lost my face.
Is that in screen? Hold on. It's just so not in the right screen, is it? Is that Cat? I don't know.
I'm gonna look.
This doesn't say who played her. Could be Cat. How do I get this in the right?
I think her name is Michelle Langstone.
Yes, actress Michelle Langstone. She played Master Gwyn, which is the Penguin Master. That's amazing. Yes. I didn't know that. That makes it even better. Because I loved when I found out that there was a Penguin freaking Jungle Fury Master.
Yeah.
I lost my shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Because when you see her, she doesn't look like she normally does in SPD.
No, she doesn't.
I recognized her and I was like, why do I know who she is? And then I was like, oh, that's why.
That's
I did recognize her, but I didn't right off. And initially, I didn't notice. I didn't realize.
That's such a good call. Like I'm not observant enough to recognize that, but that's amazing. All right, well, we have played 2 games of this, and the Rangers have won both games. I know you've played a lot of games of this. Do you find that the Rangers win often, or is it more balanced? Like, or we just happen to have the Rangers win twice?
So I think I've played besides these times, I've played 2 other times or 3 other times maybe,
Okay.
and I think Villains won. So when I taught one of my friends, it was their very first game, and it was not my first game, so I beat them with the Villains.
Okay.
And it was kind of how it went with your game, except they never were able to really
Come back.
recover. Like,
Okay.
yeah, so I had a lot of stuff that was like making him discard and all that kind of stuff. So they never recovered like you did. So like, but then the next game, after we played that, I just got annihilated by my friend. They just beat me so bad. So like, and I was Villains again. So it seems it's hard to tell. It's still really not enough plays to know,
Yeah.
the balance either way, and I think it depends on the characters, and also it's really going to matter about how the cards come out in the market. That's going to be a huge
So
factor,
true.
I think, partially.
So true.
Because and it depends on when cards come out. So if they don't come out on your turn, your opponent gets rid of them. It's kind of tough. This depends on how it goes, I think.
And like, I mean, I got out to a slight early lead, but it wasn't. I mean, I barely even knocked you under 20 this time, and we had all those villains out, and then like it quickly turned around really fast there.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I like the game. Could it use a couple tweaks? Probably, but overall, it's a really good game. I enjoy playing it mostly, like especially playing it with other Power Rangers fans. I love talking Power Rangers stuff while we play. That's always fun.
Sure.
And I love having guests on my channel, and had a blast having Atticus on here again. Make sure you guys are following Atticus on his Twitch channel. He is a new board game streamer and video game streamer, trying to get to 50 followers so he can unlock that affiliate status, which is super huge for any Twitch streamer. It unlocks so many options, so many different things that you can do, not just for revenue, but for viewer interaction. You get channel points, you get emotes, you get all the fun stuff that comes with being an affiliate, that just really make your stream that much more interactive for your chat. So please go follow Atticus. Follow all of our wonderful friends who have been hanging out: Room Namu, Board Game Spam, Herb's Gambit, Maple Conrad. Don't think I've missed anybody that streams. If I did, I apologize.
Eclectic Camel.
Thank you. Yep, that was higher on my list. I hadn't got that high yet. Yes, thank you. Please follow all those wonderful people. And I think that will end our Power Rangers deck building segment of the stream. So,
all right. Well, sounds good. Thank you so much for having me. I had a great time. It was fun.
I did too. We're now 1-1, so you know what that means, Atticus.
Rematch.
We gotta play it again sometime. We'll choose a couple more villains and heroes, and down the line we will reconvene in Angel Grove and see who we still have, for the villain side, we can still use Finster, Scorpina, Lord Zed, and Goldar, and for the Ranger side, we can play against basically all the original Rangers, because we've only used Tommy so far. So Tommy's been done. We've done Tommy. So now we can play as Jason, Billy, Trini, Kimberly, or Zach. But we only have 4 villains and we have 5 Rangers. So one of those Rangers will have to wait, or just get cycled in with another villain. But we have many more options to keep playing. So I look forward to it.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, just let me know and we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll talk off stream, and we'll make this happen again. Probably as long as it works in the schedules, not wait too long to do it. Because I like doing this on a Thursday night. I feel like this kind of works. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I feel like this works for Thursdays.
I mean, for now, so far so good. Yeah, so I'm good with it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let Atticus go. I'm gonna go onto my Be Right Back screen, and then we will go into something. Don't know what yet. We'll go into something. So
right.
We'll be right back. Atticus, thank you so much for joining me. Please go follow Atticus, and I hope you have a wonderful night, my friend.
All right. Thanks a lot. Have a great night.
Bye.